Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special episode of the Four Corners of Commentary. But before we even get into our current guest, as always, I am your man. Oh, wait, see, here we go. See, this was what we were talking about earlier. I'm your man, K Marvel. Anybody want to go next?
I'm usually polite, so I like Troy to go first.
Anyway, Striker Dragoon, I'm here.
And
oh, that's me, right
Jesus.
there in the bottom left. That would me be the big stretch.
And QS is on his way. He'll be here in a minute. But for now, the three of us are the Four Corners of Commentary. So right now we got two very special guests. So let's go with the young madam first.
Hello, I'm Maddy from Top Rope Squishy.
Hey.
Nice.
Come on, I told you I was already ready. I wasn't playing this game.
Thank you for having me.
Always. And to her right.
You already know it's your boy Kofi Weeds, a.k.a. Kofi Weeds. Kenneth Stones, a.k.a. Kofi Weeds. Said what happened to Dirty Hills podcast, man. You know, the podcaster with a million weed names, man. That's me, man. I'm here.
Look at him. Oh, he always want to show off. I don't get it.
You gotta write that down, considering he
always want to show
more than all of us.
So, today's very special episode is all about Battle Club Pro and JobberSlam's JobberSlam's. It's not tears, is that's incorrect English.
Right.
And JobberSlam's event that was this past Saturday called JobberSlam 2021 Above the Ring. So first off, shout outs to y'all, to Battle Club Pro and to JobberSlam. Thank you so much for letting all of us be a part of this and sponsor some of the matches and the wrestlers. That really means a lot to us. And watching you guys just grow, even for me on a personal level, watching y'all grow and have these and create these opportunities, not only for yourselves, but not only podcasters, but Black podcasters, Black Spanish podcasters, is really important. And we appreciate it so much. And we had such a good time. Excuse me. Little lungs. We had such a good time. What do you mean? What do you want from me?
Don't come on, man. Don't
what is that? Right. It's true. It is true. This is a fact. This is a fact. I am not putting down nothing. Look at me. I'm fine. Damn it.
Water.
All right. Lots of it. I ain't playing. Nice and cold.
Good grief.
But seriously, you guys have really opened the door for us, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I have a whole new fire lit under me. So
had a blast, man. 100% blast.
Great time.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Talk about the event, talk about how you felt.
Yeah, I personally never went to. That was actually my first local independent show, and I've never been to one before. And
Nice.
I tell you, I've gone to main roster shows for WWE. I hope to go to an AEW show in the future. But the energy that was in the room, throughout the entire event, I had fun throughout the entire event. Yep. And it's it was so nice, to just sit there as a fan and not go well, this move could have been this, and just not to look at things so analytically and just enjoy wrestling. It was so good.
It was dope. I had a great time. I lost my voice. I'm still getting it back.
So me too.
Screaming.
Me too.
I think I ran into the guy sitting behind me with my chair at least 30 times. I just have to keep a pop. I'm like, look, I'm crazy. All right. Show's good. I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop screaming. But he moved his seat at least 2 feet. I had a whole circumference. Did you not notice I had a whole circumference of space around me?
Yup. Between you and Tony, shouts out to what is it? Tantalizing Tony.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony. Because that man was on point from when we walked in the door.
Yes, he's
so
special. I like them a lot.
I chilled back there with Mr. Black. You know, we stood up the whole time, me and my partner. So we wilded out, man. I know
Okay,
everybody heard
I know.
that.
You couldn't not hear.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Black went crazy.
Mr. Black was going nuts.
That's all I
Yeah.
We talk about one of the big portions of that later on.
Yes, that's. But first and foremost, let's talk about a very specific gear that I saw that night. Yo, Cove. So with you and Good Brother Bro, shouts out to Good Brother. His voice is a little messed up, or else he'd be here too. Y'all had the above the rim jerseys.
Yeah. You know, we
fucking
just
genius.
I meant to
Genius.
I was like, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm saying it was above the rim.
Yep.
Thing. Being that we from Harlem and we actually live across the street from the park. So we just was like, yo, why not? Why not, yo? Exactly. You know, it was something, yo. As soon as we saw the flyer, we
knew.
Like, yo, we gotta get this jersey. We knew right away. I had ordered the jerseys like a month ago.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
like,
man.
As soon as we heard about the event, and it was like,
like that was dude. It was such a smart. That was such a smart idea. Yeah. Like, I'm really mad I didn't think of it.
Oh man, I'm glad you didn't think of it.
Son, we just would have been in there squad up. That's all.
So that's it, right?
We just would have been in there squatted up.
So the crazy thing is, we was trying to find more people to get jerseys with us. But at the time, you know, a lot of our friends that were supposed to come, they all backed out because they couldn't come. A couple had to work. So I wound up just buying 2 jerseys, and it was actually 4 jerseys I could have bought.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I wound up not even getting them. I just got 2 jerseys and called it a night.
Hey, I ain't mad at that.
It worked.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but I thank everybody for looking and paying attention. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no, that was tough. I was, because what happened? Y'all came in, and I don't know, was it you? And I was like, yo, that's crazy. It was either you or Bo. You was like, oh, you get it? And I was like, yep.
That was me.
Yup, instantly.
Everybody got it in there.
Try to Easter egg it, you know?
Right, yep. You got to. You have to. But let's get into this. Let's get into some of these, or all of these matches, I should say. So first and foremost, I remember specifically the match that started the night was Casey Navarro versus, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, so excuse me now, brother. Saif Al-Sabah? Yeah?
Close? Good.
Close enough?
Say Ali Saeed.
Yeah, what he said. So
Ali Saeed.
Ali. Yeah.
They were just calling him Saeed all night.
They not even going to try it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ali is my husband's middle name, so.
Oh, so it just worked. Yeah.
I'm Hispanic. It rolls off my tongue.
I know. My Spanish is all just right here. That's it. That's all I got. That's like all I got. So, starting off with that. I know Casey was definitely the winner of that match. But damn, they put on one hell of an opening match.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a way to start. It was a great way to start, man. You know, it was a fast pace, good hitting. It started out like, you know, real technical at first. And then them boys got good. They started hyping the crowd up a lot. You know, I liked it, man. I've seen them boys wrestle at least 6-7 times.
Oh, word.
So
yeah,
I go to independent matches every weekend, man. Dirty Hills Podcast. You can go check us out.
Shameless plug.
We go independent matches every weekend, so you see the same guys usually. But you know, we've seen them wrestle millions and millions a couple times before, so it's always good to see them wrestle again. You know what I'm saying? It was always a fire match to me, yo. It was a great opening match, man. Way to get the crowd hyped, way to get the fans started. So, you know, I can't complain. It was a 5-star for me.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Stretch, you were saying something?
No, I was gonna say Navarro is very, 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 very smooth. I liked what I saw from him. I liked what I saw from Al-Sabah also. Like the power moves that he was doing. It was a nice little contrast of styles. And I think that's like one of the best ways to open up a show. And KC really got the crowd going.
Yes.
I thought the energy was through the roof. I thought it was a great way to open the show.
For sure. Maddy?
Can we talk about Saeed's suplex kickups?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I've never seen that before.
Definitely
What?
not.
I've never seen that in my life, and I mean, he did it like 3 times.
Insane.
I was like,
Yeah.
is he fucking doing that? Did he just do that again?
If he does that into like a standing shooting, that would be insane.
Yo, a nice little combo.
That would be insane.
Absolutely the right way to start it. I absolutely love them opening it up with that. It's lit up the whole crowd.
For sure. Hey, Striker.
Yes, sir.
What'd you think about Masha Slamovich versus Steve Pena?
Well,
Peña.
I know. Listen, I told you where my Spanish was. It's not. That's all I got.
I was trying to tell y'all to watch the hold on one second. Yeah, so I had to I was trying to tell y'all to watch Backstage Brawls, not Backstage Brawl, sorry.
Shouts out to them, by the way.
Shout out to them. I just had something crazy happen with my fucking phone, and that's what I but no, what I was saying was I was telling y'all to watch a lot of the promos for Battle Club Pro for the
I did. I watched them all.
That promo between both of them, that's very deep. If I remember correctly, Pena had trained her, or they had right. So it's a very deep rooted storyline match. But the main takeaway for me is intergender wrestling. We don't see that a lot anymore.
It's my favorite.
And as a man, you know, I sit and I cringe when I hear, you know, the knee shots or the chest slaps or the suplexes being taken and stuff like that. I cringe at that because, you know, I still look at the women's wrestlers as, you know, human beings. I don't see that of any female wrestler or female at that, you know, in that type of match setting or even a fight setting like that. But Masha surprised the crap out of me.
I've seen her before.
Surprised the absolute crap out of me.
Yeah,
because
she crushed it.
She's no joke.
For seeing a lot of these people for the first time and seeing that that deep of a storyline match and the way it did, it blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. I don't think there's any match on the card that you'd say, "Oh my God, you know, there was something a part of it that didn't blow you away."
Yeah, no, for sure.
Definitely had the hottest start. The guy was ring announcing. Shout out Jeffrey Taylor too, who's a ring announcer.
Yes, that suit.
That suit. Yeah, suit. That's the one thing I love about it. Full segue. There's nothing to do with the point, but that's the one thing I love about local shows. You will get a chant that's completely like off the wall. Like I got to start a chant that was like suit.
Yeah.
You ain't shit.
Mission accomplished.
You ain't shit.
We'll get chants like that throughout the entire night. But shout out to him. He was ring announcing. He was introducing Steve Pena, and she drop kicked him off the top rope.
Yeah,
that was fire.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. And I saw her in the bathroom before all of this started. And we had a conversation, and I'm like, I know she's so nice and like, you know, she's so light spoken, but I've seen what she could do in the ring. She's just like night and day when she gets in there.
She's like a little spark plug, and I love it.
I love intergender wrestling because I think you get to see the most powerful that a woman could be. Because, you know, I've heard male wrestlers say, like, if you get in the ring with me, I don't care if you're a woman or a man.
Right.
And I appreciate women like that because
we definitely seen that night.
Yes.
We definitely seen
that. Yeah.
She's called the Russian Dynamite.
Yep. Listen, my mother always said, if a woman is willing to step to you like a man,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for her to and one, I think for me with that match at least, what got me was the double underhook suplex to the corner.
Yeah.
Because
like an exploder.
When he landed, it looked like his neck broke, and I was like, ah.
I think I heard.
Oh Jesus! Oh Lord! Somebody in power! Oh my God! Yeah,
to be honest, I felt sorry for their chests afterwards because there was a point where he just grabbed her and just kept smacking the shit out of her.
They
chest,
were
like,
chopping the hell out of each other.
Did you
Chest
see his?
shots
And for
is
me,
what had
yes.
me
that
going
was
back
the
in my
one
seat.
part of the match I remembered because I was like, that shit has to fucking hurt.
Hurt. Yes.
I
Yup.
take a suplex before I would take a slap in the chest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, right?
Yup.
Anything.
I'd rather take a DDT and actually hit my head on the mat than to take a chop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because your soul leaves your body.
yeah, no, whatever's left. Yeah, I don't. I'm good. I'm good. So the next match I want to touch on is the match that we sponsored, which was the Pan African World Diaspora Championship match, which was Trish Adora versus Trevor Aeon. First off,
Wonderful match.
let me go on this because as the guys know, I'm a gear guy. Like I'm a sucker for entrances. I'm a big sucker for entrances.
He is.
But I'm a gear guy. I always have been. So his gear was crazy.
Yeah, that
First
was
and foremost.
detailed stuff.
What?
And
It was insane.
his human prop was nice too.
Yo, her gear was crazy too.
Well, she didn't say or do anything. So
Hey.
she's a prop.
Hey, that's fine.
Hey, neither does Scarlett.
That's not true. Not true. She definitely talks shit.
Human prop.
She definitely talks shit. She might not say it on the mic, but on the side,
That's
she
my
like,
point.
"Get that." She be like, "If you don't go get that motherfucker."
The first word, the next word I hear Scarlett say will be the first. But that's neither here nor there.
Yes.
But
And
nah,
then the
this is
champion. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
This is my first time actually seeing Trish Adora. Every
Same.
single time I've been to a match and a wrestling event and she's been there, I accidentally step out to go smoke every single time.
And miss it.
Disrespectful.
And this is like, yo,
It just happens. I
don't
got you.
know. It just happened. So I actually got to catch half of this match because I had to go smoke.
Aw.
Shoot. I watched that shit from beginning to end. That match was crazy.
Yeah, that was a great match.
I think the latter half was part of the better portion.
Yeah.
Of that.
But I'm just glad I got to see a little bit of, she's mad impressive from the stuff I see on Facebook and YouTube all the time, man. So
For sure.
to see her in this little match just for like maybe I think I saw her for like maybe 5-10 minutes. I didn't know she was technical and ground and pound. I didn't really know that.
She's very technical.
I didn't really know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
bad. I didn't even realize she's that bad either. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it, but
Very smooth. Very
It's great
smooth.
to see it.
Right.
Yes, very smooth.
Right.
In the ring.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but that match, they definitely. I mean, look, listen, we anybody who's watching. First off, thank you for watching. Secondly, you will hear us repeat every single time that every single match was on point because it was. Like, it's not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. It's not bigging them up for no reason, just for future purposes or whatever the case or whatever you want to call it. But it's the truth. Every single wrestler that came through that curtain was there to put on a fucking show, and that's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So shouts out to the retaining champion Trish Adora, and sponsoring title matches and shit. That made me feel good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I went
I'm not gonna lie.
Troy, because I recorded a lot of the matches that were going on through the night, just for highlight purposes. And he looked at me. He saw me tinkering with something on the phone, and he looked at me. He was like, "What are you doing? The match is going on." I was like, "Dude, we got our name in a ring announcement. I just want to hear it again."
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yup. All right, so the next match I'm gonna go to was the PWX Pure Championship match. Savannah Evans is one, and I mean this all positively, one monstrous girl. Jeez. But I'm gonna let Stretch go ahead and talk about her opponent, because this man,
wrestler, the greatest wrestler ever right now, man. If you ask me, man.
I love
Wrestling's richest prize. He did it again.
For the All Father,
The All Father himself, Darius Carter.
So, if y'all didn't know,
so impressive.
Stretch. I think Stretch has a
our
crush.
Stretch here is a very big, wrestling aficionado. We call him the wrestling encyclopedia for a reason.
Because that's exactly what the hell he is.
Darius Carter, being who he is, has very old school heel vibes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I won't interrupt anymore. The floor is yours, Stretch.
He cheats. A little bit of cheating goes a long way to impress me. I love it. I looked at Tony because Tony was sitting in front of us and Tony was commenting on it. I put my hand on his shoulder and I said an old Bobby Heenan quote. I looked at him and I said, "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat."
Yep.
Cheats the way that to me, Darius was incredibly polished in the ring. He has believable entrance. The way that he walks around, it's like if you were a guy on the street and you just saw somebody walking around with that jacket and that air that he has, you would look at him like, God, what an asshole. And
that regality, if you will.
That's what drew me to him. I was like, sign me up.
Never seen him before.
That was my
first
me
time
neither.
I
was thoroughly entertained.
So
that was my first time too.
I know for us, the Dirty Hills, man, I've seen Darius Carter almost 50 times.
Okay.
Wow.
He's almost always that much fun?
Listen, it may be 100 because, we went to that many matches, and Darius Carter's always there. The first time I've ever saw Darius Carter, I asked him for a picture. He snatched my phone and cut a promo.
Ah, dope.
That's
so ever since then, I love Darius Carter. I love his attitude. I think he is the epitome of what a heel is.
Yep.
Yes, he was walking and
he's the epitome
throwing
of
sweat at people.
Traditional wrestling,
love it.
No gimmick. He doesn't have shirts. He doesn't have merch. He just comes out and does his fucking thing, man. And I love Darius Carter, man. I love him. I love him. I can't. Don't get me wrong, Savannah Evans. That's my wife. If y'all heard the phone number, somebody was screaming out. That was mine.
I heard. I'm like,
she didn't hear me. She didn't hear me though. That's later though. That's later.
That was you.
That was me. That was my number. I was trying to get it to her. I was trying to,
That was one of my
Darius had a hold.
Of course, that was one of your favorite matches, Stretch.
No, not just because of Darius, though, because of her as well. She was.
No, she was killing it.
The crazy thing is with her,
she's very believable.
Not even that. The crazy thing with her, she was literally tossing him around.
Mm-hmm.
Strong.
Like a dog.
Easy.
She was literally tossing him around like a dog, man. Don't get me wrong, Darius is a big guy, but she has how strong he. Oh man, she was tossing him, suplexing him, all that. So I loved it. You know what I mean? I loved it.
It had to end with a DQ. It's the only way.
Right.
Oh, he didn't win.
Well, let's speak about that. If
that too, because that was the only DQ on the card, and that in itself tells a story, And I forgot Stretch. I don't know if that was you that was mentioning it, but he cut that. Oh, that was Striker. He cut that promo basically saying, "This isn't the title I want. I want that heavyweight title."
That was Stretch. That was Stretch.
So he was like, "I want that heavyweight title. I don't want to sit here and fight for this. This isn't the title I want. I want the top belt."
I'm not gonna lie, I do that to Troy a lot, and he allows me to do it. I'll just if I'm enamored with a heel, I'll just start cutting a promo on Troy, yelling at him.
Yeah, he will.
I'll just sit there like,
he will. Wait, no, hold on, because I don't know if you two were looking. I know Kof was looking, but Maddy, I don't know if you was looking. Stretch is here, Striker's here. And whose black ass is stuck in the middle? All you see is arm. Just I'm like, can you stop?
On me while the match is happening.
I was too busy.
That was him.
Mind you, this is my first time seeing Darius Carter, and I'm sitting there yelling at Strike, and I'm like, "Do you know that's Darius Carter that's in the ring? Why are we even having this match? Just give the man the championship. It's because of people like you that we got to sit through this match. That this match should happen right now. He shouldn't have to wrestle for the championship."
Wait. Why do you remember this?
So he remembers
That's literally it verbatim.
That was his.
You know what? Encyclopedia. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Top of my head, and I just see people slowly turning and looking at us, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." I'm yelling at them.
You're in the back
Talk about. I don't know if y'all know, but this is normal.
Yes,
it is.
Like it really
We
is
was in
though.
the back. We did them. We
This
was
is like
very
super
in the
normal
back
for us.
talking about some all father, all father.
Yeah,
You're
yup.
not supposed to. Well, we did it. We did it. We had to cheer him. You know, you're not
Yeah.
supposed to cheer him.
He killed it.
I'm a fan.
You can't
From
not
here
cheer
on
him.
out.
he made me a fan.
Absolutely
He made
loved
me a fan.
what he did from the minute he came out until the minute he left. I'm
For sure.
Yep.
And
For sure.
Ever,
I
never.
became a fan of both of them during that match. I really
Well,
did.
I've been
Honestly-
a fan of Savannah for a minute, but
Okay.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of anybody that I haven't seen that I saw for the first time in that card.
Mhm.
I mean, first off, wrestlers game I respect whether I see you or not. But
Right.
number two, I am a real fan. I'm a true fan of everybody that I've seen that night because, like I said, they, Jobber Tears, like especially Janelle. Shouts out to Janelle from HR.
Mhm.
Janelle. She's so
man,
sweet.
She's the best. She's the best.
Magnificent.
But like, let's be honest, they could have went and half-assed it if they wanted to, but they
The
didn't.
match card, they didn't.
But even the wrestlers, they could have went and half-assed it. You're in some gym in Brooklyn, but no. You're gonna go out and you're gonna bust your ass. If not for the love of the sport, you're gonna bust your ass for that money. So
Right.
So either way, let's get to the next match, which was for the Battle Club Pro Franchise Championship. That was Mick Drake versus Mysterious Q.
I think that's the match.
That was the match you guys sponsored.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all sponsored.
We sponsored that
franchise,
one, and the one with Nick, with Navarra and Ali.
Yeah. Right.
That's how you forgot.
Right. Because we only heard our names once. I was like, who else are we sponsoring?
Yeah. So
I
trust me, we didn't know
I
either.
didn't even hear my name, so
Oh wow, I didn't even.
Because you know what? To be honest with you, what I was thinking was there's so many people that wasn't mentioned. And I'm pretty sure it's because of those matches that just started. You know what I mean? That just jumped off. So I gotta go back and ask them and be like, hey, can you tell us? Can you give me the sponsorship matches? But for that match was, yo.
It was fire.
Yo.
I liked it because he is a heel. I've seen him mad times before. I've met him mad times before. At other places, and he is the same character he is all the time. A heel, man.
We're talking about Mick Drake, right?
Yeah, Mick
Yes.
Drake.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like heels, man. You know, that's
Me
the reason
too.
why we picked him.
he was being booed,
You know?
but in a good way.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
right.
He pointed
Right.
y'all out too.
he told me at the
He
end of the
pointed y'all
match,
in the crowd.
if he's not getting booed, then that means he's not doing his
Do
job.
something right.
He,
Yup.
he got
Exactly.
the you ain't shit chance.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes it feel better, man.
Yup.
He did because he was being a dirty motherfucker. I'm not even gonna
Yup.
lie.
And all we heard was heels in the background. Yeah, heels. Come up. Like, damn.
Yo, we like heels, man. We love the
I ain't
bad
mad at
guy,
you.
man. We got
Hence the name of the
bad
podcast.
guy.
Dirty heels.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mystery Q. That was my first time actually seeing him. But like Mr. Black said, you know you gotta be a real one when you a black guy with a ninja mask on.
Hell yeah.
And he was fire,
I'm
man.
all for ninjas.
Loved him.
I was on
Akira
for it,
Tozawa. Huh?
Great look. He has a great look.
definitely.
He has a phenomenal look.
Great look.
He has a
Both of them
phenomenal
do
look.
really great look.
He's a big
I-
dude.
Yeah,
He
he's a big
is.
guy.
He's a big
Majority of
dude.
that
Flying
card
around the
was
way he was
big
flying,
dudes.
it's a big dude.
These
Majority
phenoms
of that card was
today.
big.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Honestly, he came out. I swore it was like Ermac from Mortal Kombat. 'Cause the way the way his mask is set up, like I told you, I'm a sucker for gear. The way his mask was set up and just his out, I'm like, this is, to me, I was like, that's plainly Mortal Kombat. Like
Yes.
that is that. Oh, that's why I wanted him to win. I was like, take his soul, nigga, take his soul. I was ready. I was ready for that.
We'll write in for him to get his finisher changed. Exactly that.
Right? Man, if he doesn't scream out "Your soul is mine" by the end of it, I swear to God.
Oh my god.
I swear. All right, so let's see. The next okay. So I would like to think that a lot of people call this match the match of the night.
Mm. 'Cause
But it was the 4-way tag team match with NYWK, The Rep, Mr. Grimm, and Aaron Ash, and Grit. So y'all can take that
I'm not
one
gonna
away.
say that was the match. That wasn't the match of the night for me, but that was one of the matches of the night.
Yeah,
Definitely
for sure.
one of the matches of the night.
I think,
For sure.
I think that match kicked off. I think when I walked in, it was like everybody was catching a spot back to back when I walked in. Like every tag team or every person was catching a spot back to back when I walked in. And then those last guys won. I'm not even sure who those last guys were that won.
The Rep.
The Rep.
Because I'm not gonna be honest. The tag team guys, a lot of them were my first time seeing, except for New York Wrecking Crew. I think everybody else is like my first time seeing. I've seen Mr. Grimm before, but the rest of them I've never seen in tag matches. So for me when I walked in, all you hear is "oh." So I walk in and everybody's catching spot. And I'm like, oh, this is fire. I kind of hate. I missed the whole match. I caught the last 5 minutes, but
I caught the
beginning. Did you
not even
catch that last plancha? Oh man,
it started before the bell.
Yeah,
Props to Mr. Grimm who picked up
the
3 men.
Yeah,
oh,
that was impressive.
Shouts to Mr. Grimm. That was crazy.
Okay, 3 guys.
Yes, he picked up 3 guys and suplexed them. Yes, he just threw them to that.
He had 2 highlights.
He had two guys in a fireman's carry.
Or 3.
Okay, one guy in a fallaway slam.
Yep.
And just let it fly. That was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, and then he jumped out the ring.
And he had a punch. It was.
Mr. Grimm ain't small.
I hate I missed it.
And ladies and
right.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He had a picture perfect plancha over the top rope.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who we're talking about, we're talking about Mr. Grimm. Mr. Grimm is a big dude, and when I say big, I don't mean just muscular or he's a big mug. Like So for him to do the things he does, like it's like looking at someone like Keith Lee or somebody like Dominic Dijakovic or like just these big dudes who can do these quote unquote lucha moves.
Right.
It's
crazy.
It's bonkers. It's bonkers.
Bonkers. And I've seen him do this repeatedly. This is not the first time he does this shit.
Nah.
It's one of his signature moves. It's something he does all the time. And you see big dudes like that doing shit like that today. And I mean, it blows my mind.
Yep, for sure.
It's ridiculous.
It was one of my top, but it wasn't my favorite match. But it was.
Yeah, we're gonna after we're done.
But speaking of gear, I'm surprised Kyle didn't.
Wait! Oh, you talking about the Incredibles gear?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Rep. Yeah, they're a team that coordinates.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I missed it.
They're a tag team, but I know what you're talking about as well. Yeah, I enjoyed their gear as well. The Incredibles gear, but the Reps gear I thought was like really good. As like the New York City skyline. And
yes. I did see that. Yes.
The fact that they coordinated as a tag team made them stand out. So I looked at them,
for sure.
That was really cool.
And then sorry, brother, if I forgot your name, but one of the cats had his emblem, and it was the Incredibles. It was in the gear like the Incredibles, and I saw him during intermission, and he walked by, and I looked. I was like, bro, that gear is insane. Yeah. That Incredibles gear is insane. I was like, I'm a sucker for gear. He was like, me too. I get that. It was like, all right, cool. I can respect that. All right, cool. Because there's something about gear that just brings out so much more of a wrestler.
Make you look better. If you look better, you might feel better about yourself, and if you feel better about yourself,
for sure,
everybody else will feel good about you too.
Yep, for sure.
First impressions.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's another reason why I like entrances so much. That's the very first thing you see from a wrestler. So it's that and their entrance and their gear, and that's how you judge them from that point out, essentially.
Yeah. That is true.
So let's go to this next match. Yaya versus my guy, O'Shea Edwards. That's my dude.
That's scary.
That
definitely
another
so let me
guy on the card.
All right, let me talk about this dude real quick, O'Shea, please. So I saw this man last year.
He's so good.
Over the summer. and I was here in Jersey. It was Titan Pro Wrestling. I'm probably butchering it, and I apologize. Titan something. So he was over at the merch stand like later, during intermission, and I had to remind him. I mean, because somebody there was a wrestler I worked with here, and he took me out there, and when O'Shea came, he pulled his truck up pretty much right next to where my dude was selling his merch. And from that, I was like, yo, that big bad kaiju, that's sick. Because my mother's a big kaiju, like Godzilla's her favorite. So it rubbed off, through the children and through the rest of the family and blah, blah, blah. And we had that discussion. And he has to be one of the coolest cats I have met in wrestling so far. One of the coolest dudes. So when I had to go up to him and be like, yo, you remember? He's like, yeah. You remember Dave? Yeah. You remember that cat? He was talking about his mom and kaiju. Yeah. He was like, what's good? He was like, oh shit. What's on? You know what I mean? So for me to watch him, even within a year's time, for me to watch him at a park in New Jersey to ROH back to here, just to me shows how humble, and for him to be part of Shane Taylor's promotion, right. Promotions, and to me that's such a big deal. And ever since I met the man, I've shared all his stuff, and his promo work on Twitter is bananas. That he's one monstrous dude, and Yaya, oh boy, Yaya, that man. What?
Never seen either one of them wrestle.
Very
surprising. I met Yaya in the gym. It was a gym full of 10 people.
Hey.
And it was only me and my brother cheering. Me and good brother. It was like 10 people in there. And that motherfucker put on the show for me and good brother, yo. And after that, we was a big fan of him just because it was like 10 people and he still put on a fucking magnificent show. Yeah. So this time when we see him going against the big bad kaiju, my guy, it was crazy because we were going for Yaya. You hear us in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was
and O'Shea Edwards heard you in the background too.
Wait, hold on. We'll get into that.
We'll get to that moment.
With all due respect to Yaya, boy, was I rooting for O'Shea. I was like, man, if you don't fuck him up.
Okay, so we started the "you ain't shit" chant for O'Shea, right? But in a good way. But I was scared to chant. Never have I ever felt scared. How is he fucking up Yaya? Looking at Sir Black,
yo. All right. So let's get into this. So Mr. Black is part of the Jobber podcast. It's Mr. Black, Sir Wilkins, and Janelle from HR. And Mr. Black was quite loud, quite boisterous all night.
I got a
heckler.
And
pretty much.
He heckled the wrong man, and I knew, and I knew it was going to happen because I've seen O'Shea before. I knew what was going down. So as soon as Black started talking shit, O'Shea started talking shit right back. He's like, you want to know why he's getting fucked up? He's getting fucked up because of you. You watch this shit.
He's going to die because of you.
He said. Even though I'm pretty sure he knew who Mr. Black was. When he got on that mid rope, he was like, "You came here, you paid to come and see me." He's like, and then you hear Black in the back. I ain't paying nothing. I'm paying you. Yo, them going back and forth was probably one of the greatest things of the whole night.
I would give you.
So my thing is that
one of the best spots. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say one of the best spots of that match, and I told you this as the match was happening. Man's had Yaya in a bear hug.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen eyes that wanted to kill a man as much as I've seen O'Shea looking at Mr. Black that night.
Yep.
And he did not budge from that bear hug.
He didn't.
He was right there, said that sent to the ring. Ain't moved.
Yeah.
His believability. Mind you, again, I've never been to a local show. I've never seen O'Shea Edwards in person, but his believability and his intensity will make you believe that he
Absolutely.
will hurt you if he gets his hands on you. And
Listen,
that goes so far.
I told you, I'm telling you, go on his Twitter and watch his promos. When this man, like, he was doing the head of the table shit before Roman even decided to come out with that. Like, it was truly incredible. And like him, him and Black, I can't. Him and Mr. Black, like, I just can't. I can't.
That's why indie shows are so much
was
fun.
putting Yaya in a headlock and still looking at Mr. Black.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Everything he did.
He was looking at it the whole time.
The chance ended like
Black.
that.
Yeah, instantly.
Instantly, we were like, "You ain't." I was
So
like, I don't think I want to chat against him.
Take those things back.
Yeah,
One of my
back. I'm like,
like, I'm sorry. Oh, were those my words? Oh no, let me get that real quick. Let me
go back.
Like, the funny thing too, and this is something I can appreciate about I guess if you want to call them heel wrestlers or whatever. When people start clapping, I've seen it in New Japan, I've seen it in AEW. I don't see it so much in WWE. But I definitely saw it then. And the person playing the heel for the match starts clapping too.
Yes.
And they're like, yeah. And then everybody's like, yeah. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't mean it.
That's exactly
I didn't mean it.
You
know what?
That was amazing, man.
Yeah, no, that match was crazy.
Yaya is
Yaya's
impressively agile for somebody his size.
Yes, sir.
And he won.
He won. Yaya definitely did win that match. Oh, we didn't even go through the rest of it. We'll do a last final run of everybody who won and lost. But let's stick with the Shane Taylor Promotions vibe. And let's get into that. Shane Taylor Promotions versus excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Prolific match. Oh, so I had to clean up. It's getting hot in this house. By the way, shout out to Marcus Marquis, my dude. I'm so proud of you, my mans. Like that. First off, you took an ass whooping.
Yes.
God damn, did you take an ass whooping?
I ran to K Marvel as it was happening. I said, "Your man is getting fucked up."
Yup.
He was front row watching this shit, and I was just there laughing. But
that was perfect. It was perfect tag team work, man. By
between all of them,
Taylor's Promotions, man.
Yeah,
great tag team. I kept Marcus Marquis isolated for like a minute.
Yep.
Until Isaiah Wolf and
yes.
And Tyree
what's
got
his name?
in.
Tyree Taylor got in, man. You know, those my guys. As soon as they got in, that whole match is fire to me, man. Plus, I don't really watch Ring of Honor like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get to see Taylor. I don't really know these guys. So for
SOS is no joke either.
I know Prolific. So for me to see Prolific fight Shane Taylor Promotion
tag team, bro.
Yeah, it was big for me because it's big for me because I remember when there was no Prolific. I remember when Prolific first got the night they got together. I remember all of it because I was there. You know what I'm saying? So for me to see Prolific fight Shane Taylor and it was fire to me. I was going for Prolific. You know, Brooklyn. I gotta go for the whole team.
Right. I mean, let's not forget, and I didn't mention this when we mentioned the match, but it was also for the ROH 6-man tag team tag belts.
Right.
So don't get me wrong, brother. I wanted them. I was like, I'm 50-50 because I'm a fan of Shane Taylor Promotions, and Prolific stole my like whole premise of what a trios is, you know, outside of the New Day. But then, but like they definitely like showed off. Like everybody showed out in that match.
Shane Taylor, a lot of people might not know, but Shane Taylor and Tyree Taylor, I think they used to be either tag team or used to train together.
Mm.
Wow.
So that's where they moved. That's where they moved.
So deep.
Style beef came from. A lot of people probably didn't even realize that, but I think that
there's so much history.
Recall. Yeah, but I'm thinking they were tag teams together. I'm not sure. Don't quote me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But either they was tag team or they trained together, and that's how that whole little debacle happened, you know, like, you know what I mean? But I
when he
said,
said,
it was fire.
when he called him the bitch that's trying to be him.
No, but did you see the promos for the match?
After? Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, please speak on it.
Yeah, Shane Taylor called them niggas. He was like, yo, y'all niggas, I'm y'all daddy. He was like, yo, y'all trying to be like us. Y'all just a smaller version of us, man. He's like, yo,
I gotta see it. I didn't catch the promos.
It was fire.
I gotta catch them. I haven't seen them.
But you know what? Speaking about promos, let's talk about this. Let's speak on the promo that he cut after the match was finished.
Awesome, right? Awesome.
It was for me, being a podcaster of color. Everything he said cut real deep. Mm-hmm. You good, Kof?
You probably had to walk away so he put a pic.
Oh, Mr. QS, sir.
Hola,
sir. Go ahead. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
I mean, it's about damn time.
I didn't know. Why didn't you message me?
Like, you know, been here for like past 15 minutes. You already know it's
dude, you gotta message me.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I see no message. That's not my bad.
That's all good. It's all good.
My fault.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate this.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate
it. Thank y'all for coming.
QS, you wanna talk about this trios match that we're on right now?
I mean, Shane Taylor versus right.
I mean, what else is there to really say? It was the match of the night. To me, that was the match of the night. For me, that was my favorite match of the whole entire of JobberSlam. Shane Taylor promotion. I wasn't so privy on Shane Taylor. I knew of him, but I didn't really like know much about it. I didn't really know the history between like Shane Taylor and Prolific. So it's like when I was watching the match, I'm watching it, I'm just studying. I'm like, I'm even right next to Stretch, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, these some big motherfuckers, man.
Mm-hmm. Big ass dudes, man.
I was like, these some big ass dudes, yo. Like this is intense. Their intensity, just the intensity, the agility of it. I was just like, wow. Just like I was taken aback. And then it was just, and it's not even that, it was just not even for the whole time. You saw a boy Marcus like over here getting destroyed the entire match. I was just like, I mean, like putting my head down, I'm just like, oh man,
I know, I felt bad too.
I'm over here like even whispering to Stretch. I'm like, I don't know, like we gave him a pound and everything in the dap before everything started.
Dude, when I tell you, and they saw me, I saw him, and I hadn't seen him in years. Like years. Man, I hugged that man, and I was like, bro, first off, I'm proud that you're even on this journey. Like, I'm so proud of you. That's number one. Because I can't do what you do, nor do I want to. I'm good. I'm not taking bumps. I did that when I was in martial arts years ago, and I don't want to do it again. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Not unless you're paying me a nice fat check.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So shouts out to Slick Tiff, because it's true when it's said that it is much different when you know somebody who's in that ring, when you know them personally. And for me to watch him just, and not saying he wasn't whooping ass, because at one point all of them was whooping ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
But boy, did he get that heat. Ooh, was he getting fucked up.
Yep. They did not let him go to his corner.
It was a point where everybody caught their spot, like back to back. Every single person in the ring caught their spot. And then Shane Taylor caught Tyreek Taylor with a knee.
Yes. Oh my God. So I've seen that knee. I've seen him do that knee for quite some time in ROH. Hearing it live, I was like, oh no, he knocked you the hell out.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Like, when I see a knee on TV, I'm like, oh, that shit ain't real. Right. But then when we heard it in there, I was like, yo, his jaw might be broke, bro. Like, he might be hurt.
Dude,
he's really like this, but it's for hospital.
They really readjusting their jaw.
Yeah, nah, for real though. For real though.
After all of that, I think it was like still he got hit with the promo called
Yup.
like a bitch, all that
Yes,
shit.
he was-
It's like, yo, what? Hit him with that that's a package pile driver he got
The
him.
package pile
Yes.
driver.
Yeah,
Yep.
package
Oh,
pile
man.
driver.
Did you see that?
Clean.
And
Clean.
I was just like, yep.
We were
that's
like,
it.
no, he's not. No, he's not. Yes, he
Sure
did.
is. I
Yup.
was hoping that they was gonna get in it. I was hoping they was gonna get in the ring in time to try to break it out. I was like, no, not happening.
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna brawl after the match is over too.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they all gave him the respect.
no,
That,
that was
Yeah.
nice,
that
actually.
promo, man.
And that's what I was sorry to jump back into the promo. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just him saying that, you know, just essentially to condense the whole thing, being a people of color and being in this business is not an easy thing.
Mhm.
And that's whether you're a wrestler, a promoter, a podcaster, hell, sometimes even a fan.
Mhm.
And he told Shane told Prolific straight up, y'all hold this down for us.
Yep. Told him straight up.
And that means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot,
Respect.
especially from the
Sure.
reigning ROH six-man tag champs. Like that.
Mhm.
First off, to me, if you hold a championship in what people consider these major promotions, for you to say something like that, that means something.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Carry on the
so-
reins here. Carry on the reins here in like New York or even in the local cities. While of course they gonna do their part and go around the world.
Internationally.
They're gonna go
Right.
international, go around the world, and like keep spreading the message, spreading this on.
Hell, even being on TV.
Absolutely.
Even if they were during this pandemic era,
Yeah.
everybody was stationary, but being on TV means so much, so
Yeah.
much.
Absolutely.
I want to kind of interject, and maybe nobody noticed this, but a lot of the matches were established person versus up and coming person.
Yep.
And I think just having that card the way it was and how beautifully how beautifully structured it was, and to even notice that it's an established person versus somebody who's up and coming, and them putting people way over that they did, like it's really a beautiful card, top to bottom.
The mutual
Excuse me.
respect, the mutual respect that was shown
Absolutely.
at the end of the matches, most of the matches, it was just amazing to see.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see that when you watch TV, but that's why I like the indie shows, because you really do get to see the real.
You get the
Right.
real, exactly.
True.
And being in Brooklyn, it was just the culture was just
More real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, because
My husband,
you know most of them are New Yorkers, so
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I was trying. I had a mask right in my pocket too. You don't even know, bro. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, my husband's from Brooklyn, and we lived there for a while. So, we miss the culture, because where we live now, there really isn't any. So,
Don't come to Willingboro. Like, it's
Yeah.
cool. Don't get me wrong. It's nice and quiet, but you know how one of them things where like it's in sections, so the Q's might be cool, but the B's are over there acting up. Like, I don't mess around down here. I go to work and come home. Like,
There was a Jersey joke that night, by the way, but I totally forgot what happened.
There was definitely a Jersey joke.
was there?
Well, I
Yeah,
live
there
in-
was.
I live in-
You weren't there, but it was a Jersey joke.
It was.
Oh, I missed that one. Oh.
I missed it too.
Don't remember it?
Yeah.
Stretched him, because he's outside. I get it.
I'm sitting there trying to think.
Watch, it's gonna end up being in the chat, and then I'm gonna have to send it to you two. Like this was the joke. This was the joke.
I gotta know the joke now.
Also, one more thing about that match that I want to shout out, Rev Ron. Yo,
Please,
that man with his electrifying shirt
Yeah.
and the
Screaming at
amount
everybody.
of shit that this man was talking. Woo!
Screaming at everyone.
Yo, at one point,
Gotta-
I know it wasn't Marcus.
Camera, man.
It was one of the other guys. And I'm sorry I'm blanking out on names right now, but he got slapped,
Probably Isaiah.
and
Right.
and I was like, damn, his mama don't even slap him like that. Yo, Rev came to the camera and was like, well, maybe she should have, but yo, he was going in. I'm a post him. He was going in, but he was another real cool dude.
He reminds me of like Deion Sanders in his early time with his shirt and all that. Like when I saw him, that's the vibe I got.
As a matter of fact, you know who he reminded me of? Like at that point, talking all that shit, early Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I was sitting next to my man's, and I was like, "Oh, he's out here with his $25,000 electrifying shirt. Oh, okay.
He was rocking that.
Definitely.
He was killing it. He was killing it.
Fresh.
All right, are we down to the last match already?
No, you're missing my favorite.
What are we? Oh,
So,
yes, the
okay,
tag match.
I'm not the
Oh
only
my
one.
God!
I'm not.
How did I not
the
say
only
that tag
Versus
match?
the main event. That was
Yes, the main
Yes,
event.
the
man.
Sea Stars versus
This was my match
main
tonight.
event for the Battle Club Pro Tag Team Championships.
That was a good match.
Holy shit!
Let me go first, man, because I saw
Go
this
ahead,
match.
Cove.
I saw this match. The first match they had. This is the rematch.
Okay.
So the first match they had was the match of the night that night, and I had already told them when we did our predictions and everything last week. I had already told main event. I was like, "Yo, y'all boys are gonna have the match of the night." I'm telling you, man, because the last match was so fucking fire. Like I never saw an intergender. I never saw an intergender tag team before. So they was like the first intergender tag team I saw. So this time when I saw it, I ran inside to watch it because I was like, I don't want to miss this. You know what I'm saying? The one match I ain't care about no other matches. If I missed this match, I would have been mad.
I wanted to see it.
Yo, fire.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen an intergender tag match either.
The Stars, the
Sea Stars.
The Sea Stars.
The Sea Stars.
Them shorties is fire, man.
Yes.
Fire.
What?
They took
Ashley
that
Vox
shit.
is really good, bro.
Yo.
And her tag team part is nothing to scoff at, but Ashley
She's,
Vox is
What's her
really
name?
good.
Delmy,
I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
Delmy.
Delmy XO.
Yo, I spoke to
It was
Midas
fire.
for 30 minutes before the show started, and he was telling me about his character. I had never seen main event before. I had seen the Sea Stars before, but I never seen main event. And the way it fucking started with Lion jumping through the hoop and taking the girls out before they even got into
What? From the ring to the floor.
From there, I said,
let's say that he jumped not only through the hoops, he jumped through the hoop, through the rope,
spun
straight into the two of them.
Yep.
Okay. You see,
What?
You see the chat? That's my husband. No next.
Oh. Let me get the.
The best match of the night for him too.
Yep. There you go. Boom.
I've seen main events.
I love them.
When, like I said, we've been doing this. These shit, they used to be at HOG.
Yes.
And,
HOG.
And when I mean main event, used to turn up to the point where they were like opening matches or something, and they would have turn up matches or whatever.
Yep.
They would always turn up. Their matches would always be fire. So it's nothing for me. I expected this, but my expectations were set high, and it was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? I was, like I said, after this match, I left. I wound up like going outside smoking. I was like, yo,
you didn't watch the Big Swole match?
Bro, wait. All right. Hold on. Let's hold off. Let's save that one. Let's also say this: main event won those tag titles, and it was fully, completely earned.
Yep.
Like if not just for that match alone.
Did y'all not see the heel work that was going on in that match?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Those girls were
women.
Excuse me.
Phenomenal.
Like I said, it's been so long since you could like really appreciate some heel work in a match. You just like, wow, this is
honestly, every person that played a heel that was a heel that night was on 15 because
every character was on. Every character
was Striker.
And up all the way up here, heel work.
No,
you're
right.
Heel work on TV.
You're right.
It's up here. It was up here. It was up here on Saturday.
Yeah,
and sure. Midas took a beating. Midas took a beating.
Midas took a whooping. Boy, he
gave it first.
Yep. True. Yep.
They gave our ass whoopings for a minute. They took ass whoopings, then they gave them back out. The back
because they were messing up one of those. They were messing one of those girls the fuck up.
It was
crazy.
It was Ashley, I think. Yeah.
Yes, that was Ashley. Yeah.
If you watch any of her work outside of the tag team, if you see her on NWA or I think she was on AEW as well. But if you see her NWA work, she could take a beating. There was a match with her and Sienna. I need y'all to watch that. NWA Women's Championship match. Watch that match.
I didn't know she was in NWA.
Yeah, she was in NWA as well. She's been around.
Wow,
She's been in different companies. But
I know she was definitely on Dark before.
Yeah.
She was definitely on Dark
at one point.
I'm sure. To be honest, a number of people that were on that card has been on Dark.
Yep.
You know, shouts out to Tony Khan for giving them.
Main event been on Dark. Main event was on Dark.
Main event was on Dark. Yep, absolutely. They fought
FCW.
Yeah, I almost said the Revival. I almost messed up. I almost called them the Revival.
They don't even exist
It's
anymore.
all good.
So, but let's
my
get
big
into
takeaway from that match before we go,
sorry.
the combination moves.
Yes,
double teaming.
I
was
kid
gonna say
you
that.
not.
Double team was on point. Bar none.
The double when main event. I mean, shouts to C Stars. Their combination moves were phenomenal, but main event combination moves. I forget the one. It was a drop kick. It was a drop kick from I think Midas, and I forgot what.
It was a insecurity.
Yeah.
Right, it was an Inzaguri into the drop kick. Oh my god, bro!
It's just beautiful.
I don't understand. Like
that whole match was beautiful for me.
It really was.
I'm gonna be honest. They
doing the
didn't
sunset into the.
It was a move I was waiting for them to do. Last time they did like they threw the girl to the rope and did like a flip. Midas did a flip, but he flipped Lion into her, and Lion did a spear.
Yeah.
They didn't do it this time.
Yeah.
They did it.
They did, didn't they?
I'm like,
they did that. They did that spot.
Yeah, they did that.
They did that spot.
I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they did.
No, they didn't do it.
Lion
he speared the shit.
He speared the shit out of the girl. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was.
It was crazy. That I think the answer. How can I? The rebuttals. So C Stars did the sunset bomb into I don't even know how to call it. Like when they were off the second ropes, and they did it to each other to hit the move onto.
Yeah. I see
Leon on the bottom.
She bombed them. The girl on top of the guy.
Right.
And then
off the ropes on top of.
And then main event answered back. So when Midas went to do the sunset, and Lion did the not the shooting star, the moonsault.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. People doing this battle rap all of a sudden. Niggas are rebuttaling moves. Like, okay, I could do this. Like, I'm cool with that. Oh,
yeah, lost
Kof. All right, he'll be back. He'll be back in a sec. So let's jump into this main event, which and I guess I'll mention where they're from and stuff. But so we had the magnificent Big Swole. From AEW fame, challenging for the Battle Pro Icon Championship against Impact's one and only Tasha Steele. And God damn, what a match. First off, being that close and with Swole's entrance
was infectious.
Swole's entrance is fire. When you see
it's infectious.
I'm not even on front.
God were behind me, so y'all know I was dancing.
Oh, I was right in front of you. I was with you. I was with you on it. I was with you. I was like, hey, like. So it is. Yup, it is really infectious. I mean,
and shout out to Faye Jackson.
And shout out to Faye.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope to see Faye. That was dope to see that she showed up.
Shout out to Faye for sure. Mm-hmm. And then Tasha coming out and man, look, that match.
It was great.
Please, y'all just take over, please. I can't get my thoughts together right now.
It was entrances. No, go ahead, QS. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, from that, the entrances were dope to see. To me, the match was solid, but I just feel like compared to everything that we saw ahead of until that main event, it's like I just feel like for like me to say as a fan, my energy was already depleted because I'm just like I couldn't. I was invested, but I couldn't be as invested as I was with previous matches. With the main event match with Shane Taylor, with Darius Carter.
Your energy level.
I couldn't be as invested as this one. I was just like, okay, it's solid. It's cool. Like they had a dope match. It was a good back and forth, like
Mhm.
straight up, straight through and through. Like it was. I do say it was a solid match. But for me, I guess like if I had to rate it, I give it maybe an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a
Ain't nothing wrong
solid
with that.
match.
Solid.
A very solid, very solid
Very
match.
solid match.
Very solidly worked. I love the entrance that Tasha Steele had. I don't know if anybody else caught this. Squishy, I'm pretty sure you can comment because you were in the front row. But when she walked by
she
Big
put the belt in her
showing-
face?
Yeah, she rubbed the belt on her face. She stuffed it with the belt.
Yup.
Yeah.
She
Tapped her
stuffed
with
it
the
with the
belt right in
belt.
the face, and I was
I
like,
was-
Right in the
"Oh, this is
face,
gonna be a
and
good
Skull
one."
just went,
And-
okay,
and-
bitch. I'll
And
see you
I
in the
swear
ring.
that our whole section. Oh damn! All right, so Kofa's having battery issues. Um,
Oh boy.
so all right. So first and foremost, thank you, Kofi Weaston, for jumping on. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
Dirty Heels.
We really
Please check
appreciate
out
you jumping
the
on. And,
Dirty Hills
Dirty
podcast
Heels.
featuring Good Brother Bo and Kofi Weeson as well. They do some awesome work over there. And from one Harlem guy to another, I'm very glad to see you guys, branching out, getting your name out there too. So
for sure.
thank you very
For
much,
sure.
Kofi, for coming on to the show.
For sure. And we'll plug you one more
Appreciate
time
it.
afterwards, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, and good brother Bove. Drink, get some tea, brother. Get some good, nice tea for that voice. So you can get that voice back.
We
Each
all
episode you got to
pretty
do, bro.
hoarse the next day, man. So I get it.
Man, I couldn't even. My daughter was like,
Yeah.
"You okay, Daddy?" No, I'm fucking.
Yeah. Which is why I
Um,
recorded my shit on Friday. I usually
because you knew.
I knew. On Sunday, I was like, wait.
Oh,
I felt like
Get some lemon, get a shot, get a lemon, some honey, and a shot. You'll be okay.
Lemon, honey, and
Regular.
a shot. I don't drink
Lemon, honey,
alcohol.
and a shot.
Ain't
Doesn't
nothing
drink
wrong with
alcohol.
that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
She does me
It's cool.
dirty. Alcohol does me dirty.
That's no problem.
So at least if you're home, that's one thing.
At some point.
Yeah, if you're home,
I'd rather
if you take it out before you gotta go to work, I don't know.
Well,
Don't be like me. Don't be like me.
hey, Maddie, I'm with you on that one. I'd much rather do one than the other. So
Yeah, one will make me sick the next day.
yeah. Instantly, right? like no
Okay.
questions asked. But yeah. So Big Swole versus Tasha Steele. Steels, excuse me. Yo, honestly, so I agree with you, QS. At the same time, just watching them
In person.
not only just live, because I've been to a few AEW shows already. So I've had the opportunity to see Big Swole in action live, which has been phenomenal every time. But watching them, honestly, that close, put a whole new perspective. Watching everybody that close, to be honest with you, like, because essentially we would have been barricade, like, you know what I mean? We would have been in the letter sections, you know. So for us, even so, like I said, for me to watch everything go down the way it went down, and shouts out to Big Swole winning the Icons Championship and getting everybody to dance one more time before she did. That like I said it from the top of the show. Every single match on that card was phenomenal.
It was.
It really was. Let's get stretch out that real quick. So let's do this. What was your favorite match? Favorite two matches on the card? Maddy, you are the guest. Let's start with you.
Okay. Well, my favorite match was main event versus C-Stars. Hands down, 100%. They won me over. It was just from the minute it started, before the bell rang, it was on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the act. I love the gear. And my second favorite was the 4-man tag, because there were big men in there doing things that you usually don't see big men doing. And it was 8 men in every corner. There was something going on. Like, it was just nonstop. So
Yep.
those
As chaotic as a tag match should be, right?
Yeah, my favorite. Too.
For sure. All right. Stretch.
Yeah.
Favorite two matches on the card.
Favorite two matches on the card.
Boy.
Well.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm feeling like we don't know at least one of them.
Well,
probably gonna be in the
main
same
event
way.
versus the Sea Stars most definitely was one of my favorite matches on the card. I'm a sucker for great double team moves, and the Hurricane Rana, top rope Hurricane Rana off by Midas on the line into the moonsault. I thought that was a fantastic double team move. I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time. So I'm a sucker for a good double team move. So that definitely was one of my favorites. Plus, I thought it was a well thought out and worked tag team match.
Absolutely.
And of course, Evans versus Carter. I thought that was a very smooth match. I thought it was an old school match. You know, seeing Carter bump for her, even though I think that she had a lot to do with it because she's a strong, strong girl. She lives up to her name, the Cannibal. She's a very believable performer, and I loved watching her in the ring. But of course, you got to give it up to the Allfather. You know, smooth technical wrestler, smooth heel, and that's what you like to see. If it wasn't, it's people like Stryker, man. It's his fault. They had to have a match like that on the card. Just get a man the championship. Why do we have to have a match like this on the card? That man is wrestling's richest prize. The Allfather. People like you want to hold that man back. People like you want to keep that man down. It's your fault, you unconscious little jerk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stretch Heenan.
Oh man!
This is a constant thing, ladies and gentlemen.
This is normal. This is
normal.
These are our everyday conversations.
My
this
face
is what we do.
my face every time.
This is what we do.
I don't break character. My face is the same every time.
You really don't, though. He really doesn't.
Constantly, his face will be as deadpan as serious as a heart
attack. And literally, like legitimately, the three of us, like that's how much love is in this group. Cause the three of us berate him for no reason.
We do.
Wait. I take that back. I don't know about no reason, but we all but it's all love. But seriously, he'll keep that face on the entire time. He'll be like, like I know in the back of his head he's plotting to kill all of us, like torture us, like some type
eventually.
Yeah, see, look, just remember, I got a daughter. Don't do that to me. So
no, I'm not doing that. Come on.
I got it. But Strike, let's go with you, bro.
Well, I mean, it's going to be 3 for 3. Main event was it for me, truthfully. Main event versus Sea Stars. I kid you not. I said in the beginning. I don't know if Stretch really heard me, but I'm waiting to see what they're doing with the hoop. I was waiting to see what was happening. I thought he was going to do something in the ring beforehand during the entrance, but I think I turned to him. And then I look back, I seen the hoop. I'm like, what's going on? And then what the hell's going on?
This is true, and not to take away from his segment. He did stop me and ask me, he's like, this guy's got a hoop. What's he gonna do? Because he told me he's more familiar with main event than I was. Again, this was my first show.
Yeah, because I'm watching the promos. Right.
Yeah, he told me what the gimmick was, and I was like, a ringleader and a line? Like, how is that gonna work? I was very skeptical, like when I heard that, but I was like, "Oh, this is great!" Like when they made the entrance, I was like, "This has got energy. This is so fun. It's original."
Yeah,
like, I was thoroughly impressed with me.
And then when you saw him use the actual hula hoop for
right,
like,
for the entrance, that was
now it works. There we go.
Right. It's just to me, you start a match with something that big, and then the rest of the match was a spectacle. But as usual, you have the heels, which are the Sea Stars, and they're slowing down the match. You already know the momentum that they started with, so you slow down the match. But me knowing Ashley Vox
for a while,
right? Exactly. But I say for me knowing Ashley Vox and her work, especially like I said in NWA when I was watching NWA Power when it was on YouTube, to see her in this role, I normally see her as a babyface. I normally see her work babyface, so I've never seen her work heel. So to see her work heel is crazy to me. But
did it well.
Sorry, I just read the chat. Yo, Hubs is over here.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I gotta say this real quick. Least favorite match was with the Vampire in Brooklyn. I wanted to see more energy in a title match. Main event stole the show.
Definitely,
he did call that guy. Yeah, he did call him Vampire in Brooklyn.
So did I, actually. Because hold on, your tone. I was definitely there. Like, this is my stomach. This is my heart. This is my stomach. This is my heart. Like, Sorry, I don't know why that's my favorite line in that whole movie, but it is. Like that one scene, that one moment is hysterical to me.
But no takeaway from him. It was a great. It was still a great match. But my second match,
it was. Take away from him.
My second match, right?
Well, a lot of people were calling him a lot of different movie characters.
Hey,
that's neither here nor there.
Show enough.
That's why he said least favorite. It doesn't mean
show enough.
Man,
that's
when we were yelling, that was hysterical. Yeah, he was definitely shown off.
Yeah. Black was wildin'. Black was wildin'.
Yes.
But as for my second match, and really, honestly, I could have chose 2 matches for my second match, and it was everything involving Shane Taylor Promotions. I kid you not, the O'Shea match might have really been the match for me, especially for a runner-up match. If O'Shea won, I would have been perfectly fine with the whole thing.
Not going front. I was hoping
you have to have the babyface win. They got to continue to feud. They've been feuding for a couple of years now. They got to continue to feud.
Just continue to keep down Darius Carter.
But for me, it was it's any variation of the Shane Taylor promotion matches. Okay. Either one, you could pick either one. That'll be my secondary match. But main event, I from start to finish, I was invested. Shane Taylor promotion, go ahead.
No. You're right though. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, I wasn't expecting. I expected what I expected from Shane Taylor's match, but main event stole the show for me.
Well, for me, I'm gonna just say my favorite matches, my 2 favorite matches, it involves heels in general. I'm a guy. I love the bad guys. I love the villains. I'm a heel guy. I don't really like rooting for the heroes. Never do. Never really care for the underdogs. That's just that's me. I'm that guy over here. I'm just like, nah, I don't believe in the fairy tale stories. So
nice.
But my favorite, I'd say for me still, my match of the night was definitely still Shane Taylor Promotions versus Prolific. Like I said, from start to finish, as much as it would have been nice to root for Prolific, and Prolific does.
I got it.
Does have to me, Prolific does have like a likeness to the New Day. They're they're just the New Day, but more grittier, just gritty.
Very much so.
But it's still Shane Taylor's just like the blueprint. That's if I had to look at right now, current like what a black faction is supposed to be. Shane Taylor Promotions is what that's what it is.
God, those men, man.
Literally,
that faction. You could throw that. You could put them anywhere.
That entire match, they were literally just dominating. It was like it was just menacing. Yeah. I'm literally over here looking to Stretch the whole time, like, yo, these is really some big dudes. Like, this is menacing.
Yes.
Like, it's not just one, it's the other, and it's like all of them. They're all just big, menacing. Huge. And I would have to say, my second favorite match also would be the Darius Carter versus Evans match. I'm sorry, like,
you happy, Stretch? You happy?
It's
I expect that from him because he's a man of good taste. You know, he knows a good heel when he sees one.
We were the only ones. We were literally the only ones in the crowd cheering him on. Like everybody else was booing him, and they're like, oh yeah, get him, sis. And we're like, nah, forget that. You deserve this win.
Bump that.
I don't think anybody heard us. I don't think anybody heard us, but every time Savannah Evans kicked out,
dude, I was right next to you.
We were yelling, "That was a 3 count!"
I booed him.
You fucking suck, yo.
I boo heels.
Oh God, we could talk about the ref berating the whole night. Oh
my God, dude.
Oh my goodness,
dude. It was so
like even with Darius Carter, like when he's literally sitting here like trying to wrap her hair around the ropes, like this literally, and the ref is literally telling him every time, like, "I will count you out, Darius," and he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. Yep. I'm like, we have not seen that in so long. We have not seen a heel that's just like, I don't care about this count. I don't care about the 5 count. I'm going to punish you. I'm gonna punish you. That's the whole point. And when he did that modified he was doing that modified ST.
Yes.
Still was holding on for dear life. I was just like, message sent.
Yep.
That's why we're friends.
He is a star.
Yo, Stretch. Sorry, inside joke. Stretch. I hate it. All right, so
Hate it.
I hate it. All right, so me. So yes, main event definitely that match stole the show. My favorite. Damn, man, I hate doing this. I don't even know why I did it in the first place. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say my two favorite matches was definitely both Shane Taylor promotion matches. The 6-man tags was awesome. It really was just, regardless of how you looked at it, prolific, put on a fucking show.
Yep.
And Shane Taylor Promotions does what they always do. There's not like I can't really say anything else about that. But the O'Shea versus Yaya,
Oh,
the
God.
interaction between O'Shea and Mr. Black alone,
Yes.
like could have carried. Like if Yaya wasn't a good wrestler, like that interaction alone could have carried the entire match.
Yep.
You know, so for me, those two, and I'm not gonna sit there and say nothing stood out because every match had something. Like if it wasn't the whole match, it was 75% of the match. You know, but to me, and I mean, runner up. Like I said, main event versus Sea Stars, they were the show stealers for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, But I believe their next event. If I'm told correctly, I believe their next event is October. So everybody be on the lookout for that. Um, what World of Wrestling is going to have an event in August, I believe, August 13th. It said. Am I right? Am I close? Am I close? Am I right?
I can get the card.
I know Prolific will definitely be there, and some of the people who are on this card will be there. So
Darius Carter will be there.
Darius Carter will be there. That's for sure. It's in Rutherford Park, New Jersey. Yeah, Stretch might be there. I ain't gonna lie.
He's like,
He'll find a way. He'll just Uber it from wherever he's at.
Well, when you're a fan of Darius Carter, you're rolling the best of circles.
You wrote
I cannot. I can't. But once again, Kofi, thank you for jumping on, brother. We really appreciate it. Dirty Heels, you can find them on Twitter and Instagram. Dirty Heels Podcast is on, man, they're on all the time. All the time. Maddy, please plug.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Top Rope Squishy, and my YouTube is the same at Top Rope Squishy. And I also got merch. I go live on Thursdays at 7:15 p.m.
7:15 Thursdays. Be there or not or just be there.
Be there. Eastern
there.
time.
Woman of time.
Oh, you know
A woman of time.
Be there. And
Buy a shirt.
15.
Buy a shirt.
Yes, buy a shirt. Buy the
Buy that
merch.
shirt. Buy that shirt.
Nah, that merch was tough. I'm not gonna lie. The shirt y'all had on
Yeah, that
was
was a tough shirt.
fire.
This is another one. This is another one. It says
Oh,
love,
there it is.
peace. That's another one. Love, peace, and wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Why does it look like the font was from Among Us though? Like that's
Oh, I don't know. Ask my husband. He is
I was like, that's kind of cool. Like,
my husband is like one of the most talented artists out there. I have to
That's
give
awesome.
him props. He's the other side of Top Rope Squishy. Nobody gets to see him because I'm the face of it. But without him, I wouldn't be able to run it. Like everything, the setup, the lights, that's not me. My merch, the logo.
It's love for me.
Yes.
Yep. Shouts out to
the love.
Hubs.
Shouts out, man. That's dope. That's dope. It's dope to see.
And then
team
Thank
going
you for
through
having me,
Yep.
guys. I
Always.
had a lot of fun. It was really hard to pick two favorite because you have to be honest. This whole goddamn match was
The whole,
amazing.
the whole
card
card,
was so good,
was
man.
amazing. So it's just like, oh man.
And
Now
to
we
be
have
an
to go.
independent show and feel that way, I could only
Yeah.
imagine when they get more eyes on them.
Yep. And now we all got to go to the next show. Like there's
Definitely.
no doubt about it at this point.
I'm calling out. I'm gonna be sick for 2 days just to make sure.
Word.
Listen, let's just hope it's on a Saturday, then you ain't gotta worry about it. All right.
True.
So guys, let's do what we always do. Start it.
That's the order.
Yeah, mess up the order. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh man.
I guess
We'll
I'll
get
go
this
first.
right one day.
Might as well.
Well,
Follow us on the Instagram.
you first.
on
You
the
first.
Twitter.
No, that's later.
My
God damn it,
my
Stu.
portion. Got you.
And
I
we were
said
doing
mess up
so
the
well.
order.
You do it
I'm
so
doing
good.
Great. I'm doing great.
To be fair, he usually doesn't go first.
Follow me.
He doesn't go first. That is true.
He usually does.
Right. So follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Twitch. I shall be streaming this weekend. Yes, I am finally streaming. I'm going to do Ghost of Tsushima this weekend. Please give me some likes, give me some follows. Give me some views, comment. I'm trying to be partner. Who knows? Who knows what craziness can happen? My life is a whirlwind.
What's up with that face?
So I guess Q's going next.
Welcome to the fold. You're finally
telling him to do this for quite some time.
I love old samurai movies, so it's perfect for me.
It's
I
all right.
don't have time.
It's all right. I haven't played it either. So.
Side note: we've been trying to get Striker to play Ghost of Tsushima for about a year now. He's had the game like.
I've had the game. I had the game the week after it came out.
Ghost of Tsushima.
It's Japanese. It's like a throwback to old Japanese cinema. Like you play as a samurai. You're trying to liberate it.
What system though? Is that a computer?
PlayStation.
PS4.
Yes.
We've been trying to get him to do this for quite some time.
We've been trying to get him to play it. And he was like, "All right, I just don't want to play it." Oh, okay.
Shout out to JNL Gaming for the plug though, for the sweepstakes plug. Thank you. I love the game. I wanted the game for so long. I just haven't played it.
And he got it for free.
And I definitely got it.
Somebody go next. Somebody go next, please.
Q, go ahead, bro. It don't matter at this point.
You already know. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Forever Thiefin. That is not how you spell my name, sir, but that is fine.
Wait, what?
That is not how you spell Forever Thiefin, sir.
I before E, sir.
I didn't do that.
Yet.
That wasn't me.
Gosh.
And if that's the case, it's been like that since we
So
started.
the longest everybody's been following the wrong person.
That user not found.
Wait, why are we acting like they need the entire thing? Once they hit forever and TH, you're gonna find you.
We're a professional outfit, I swear.
I before E, sir.
Whatever, man. I am a bad speller. You happy?
There we go.
You happy?
Yes,
there you go.
Now knows.
So
there we go.
These are the correct name to follow.
I'm a bad speller, all right? Damn, stop judging me.
Too.
Thank you.
As you,
my spell check don't even know. I stretch.
Oh, goodness. Well, you can follow me on Instagram. You'll see it down there in a second. That's Jador Sapio. That's a little bit of French and Latin combination right there. That is JADORESAPIO on Instagram. And you will see me. I'm the guy with the surgical mask because I take COVID very seriously. And I'm looking up so.
Above somebody's fridge.
That is your refrigerator. Happy. Shout out to his fridge.
You took that.
Shout out to Striker's refrigerator
down there.
Didn't even know you took that, sir.
Why don't we put the social for his refrigerator down there? Hashtag the fridge.
Facts.
You happy now?
Facts.
Fridge. Hashtag
the fridge with a PH at the beginning.
Oh my God.
We gonna make the account right now.
Oh, please don't. And as always, we're not doing this. We're not. I am K Marvel. You can follow me at Mr. Marvel 87 on Twitter and Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna jump on using my Twitch or not. Let's just call a spade a spade. You can follow the Four Corners of Commentary on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch at the Council Commentary. On our Twitter, it's CO Commentary. And also, as always, you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Audibles, iHeartRadio, anywhere you find your podcast. So, once again, Maddy, thank you for coming through. This was freaking awesome.
Thank you for having me. I hope y'all will jump on my podcast.
All you gotta do is tell me when.
Let us know.
I'll send you guys I'll DM you guys some dates.
Yeah, just let me know.
Okay.
I got you.
No,
I got you.
Yes.
And then, as always, everybody, stay positive, keep your head up, and just focus and push through Oh, hey, wait, hold on, real quick. Shouts out to the hubs. Got to.
Ben.
Hey, look, we've been together since we were 14, so.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That's real love.
Real love. I'm
Damn, I think I've had my GameCube since I was 14. I don't know. That's that.
Me too, brother. Me too.
Listen,
me too, brother.
I don't know. Look, listen, that is some real shit because that's impressive. Let's leave it at that. That is impressive. Because I am lonely. No, I'm just joking. Just playing. Just playing.
Don't do
just
that.
playing.
Don't do that.
Just joking.
You see the comment.
Hush. Everybody hush. Everybody hush.
Go ahead. You keep talking
everybody
like that.
Hush.
We'll be the triangle of commentary.
Tell about you ever see a 3-sided ring before? It's crazy. I joke, I kid. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. As always, we are the Four Corners of Commentary, and